Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. It's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fantastic yarny community. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming and spending a little bit of your Monday with me for Make Along Monday updates. I'm doing quite a few make-alongs, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I hope you all had a great weekend. I know I did. My husband and I, we just kind of hung out all weekend. We didn't have anything planned. We just really just spent the day and, the whole weekend just enjoying each other's company. We watched a movie on Saturday. We watched Lee Daniels' The Butler with Forrest Whitaker and Oprah. I'm not a huge Oprah fan, but man, was she good in that movie. Forrest Whitaker too. Fabulously acted movie. We watched a little bit of spring training baseball. So excited for baseball season to come back. Yesterday we watched some IU basketball. They beat Michigan. All right, go Hoosiers. We watched some of the NASCAR race. And we just literally just hung out together and enjoyed each other's company. It was a fabulous weekend. I hope you had a great weekend too. For me, it was one of the more enjoyable weekends that we've had in a really long time, with nothing hanging over our heads. It was great. So, make-along Monday. Let's talk about all the make-alongs I'm in. I am doing 5 make-alongs. I am doing the Expression Fiber Arts Mystery Crochet Along. I noticed that the knitting version came out on Sunday, the clue for the knitting one. So hopefully the crochet one will come out soon. It wasn't in today's emails. I am doing Sophie's Universe with Carrie the Yarny Elephant. We'll talk about that in a minute. I am doing Luck of the Draw 7, which I'm absolutely loving, with Nan's Next Knots. I am doing Judy's Creations in Crochet Flower Cal once a month with her. And I am doing the Double Dog Dare Knit Blanket with Laura at Man Mimi's Crochet and Farming. So, like I said, the Expression Fiber Arts, that clue hasn't come out yet. Sophie's Universe, I have sitting right here on the table, and it's looking at me, saying, please get back to me. But it is so heavy on counting. I feel like I'm running in place with that one. So I have frogged rows so many times that I have to get into a different headspace. I had to think about this differently. I don't know why it's giving me so much problems. So I have to think about this in a different way. So it's going to sit for another week or so before I get back to it. So that leaves my 3 others. Let's start with, how about Luck of the Draw 7? This project, I am having so much fun with it. If you don't know what Luck of the Draw 7 is, I don't know, are you living under a rock? Because everybody's talking about it. Luck of the Draw is the brainchild of Nan from Nan's Next Knots. She gives you get 9 colors of yarn, 1 main color, and then 8 colors that correspond or go, or they don't even have to go. They could just be 8 random colors. And you give these 8 colors a number 1 through 8. And then once a week, Nancy will draw a number, and that's the color yarn you use. So you use it, a row or 2, or however your pattern works, of the main color, and then you add in the drawn number, and you add that in. People are making baskets and squares and shawls and sweaters and blankets. You can make whatever you want. I am making a wrap. My wrap is, the pattern I'm using is called the Rainbow Fade Throw. It was in the April last year's Crochet magazine, and this is what I've got. Isn't this so cool? So this is week 1 at this end, and this is week 7 at this end. You can't tell because, but look, it's a dark green. So there are my colors. The chocolate brown is actually called dark taupe, and then it goes right on through to dark green at this one. The yarn I'm using is Mellow Spun, an Ultra Mellow Spun DK by Mary Maxim. It is a number 3, super soft, squishy yarn, and they've discontinued it. It never fails. You find something that you love and it's discontinued. This yarn is so soft and so squishy. It is so fabulous. It's a number 3. It's a lightweight number 3, real springy, really lovely. I'm making this in a 6.5 millimeter hook. It's gonna be a wrap. It's not very wide, but it's gonna be, no, it's not very long, but it's gonna be pretty wide. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the way this is turning out. I love how this coral just pops out of there from all these other colors. And it is just, I'm loving this project. I am so glad I found this crochet along. It is a lot of fun because you don't have to really think about it. You pick out a pretty easy pattern. I spend about an hour a week on that, doing the 4 rows, and I'm done. And at the end, I'm going to have this really cool thing. It's just a great project. Okay, so next project is, let's do the Judy's flowers. So once a month, Judy from Judy's Creations and Crochet, she will pick a picture of inspiration based on the flower of the month. This month, the picture is daffodils, and this is her inspiration picture. And it's blowing out, and I can't get you to see it because it wants to blow out the yellow and the white. Oh, come on, be nice. See, if I knew how to edit, I could put it in, but I just don't know how to do that. Oh, anyway, that's a little bit better. It's beautiful whites and yellows and oranges and greens, and it's a very pretty picture. Go to Judy's channel. She has a better picture where you can see much better than what I just showed you. Like I said, I don't edit. I don't know how to pop up pictures up here and all that stuff. I really probably should learn how to do that, but what you see is what you get with me, guys. So anyway, I had to do some deep diving into my stash for yarn. Those are not my comfort colors. Yellow and orange and green. I didn't have much. I did end up finding some in my cottons, and I'm so glad I did because this yarn inspired what I ended up making. So the yarn that I picked is this. These are the Lion Brand Ice Cream Cotton Blends. And again, Shop My Stash ended up being stuff that has been discontinued by Lion Brand. This color is lemon. This is orange. And this is lime. This is a 4753 cotton acrylic blend, machine wash and dryable, made in Turkey. It says it's a number 4, but this is a really thin number 4, and that's okay. For what I'm using it for, it's perfectly fine. 225 yards, 206 meters. It recommends a 5.5 millimeter hook. That is what I'm using. I'm using my 5.5 millimeter Omi hook. Again, I wish I had gotten more of this. This is fabulous. I'm loving how this is working out. Anyway, so these are my colors. Doesn't this remind you of fruit stripe gum? You guys remember fruit stripe gum? This is what this reminds me of. Anyway, so my project is I'm making a tulip bag. And a tulip bag is where you start with a square on the bottom. And you just, start with a basic solid granny square. And then when you get the bottom to the size that you want, then you start bringing in the sides, and it'll grow up and up and up and up until you've got a bag, and then you put your straps on it. I just thought a tulip bag for a flower inspiration is just, I'm still attached to the ball there, but isn't this going to be so much fun? And when I'm done with this, I am going to have a perfect bag to take to the farmer's market or to the flea market. And I love the way that I'm going to do the rest of the way up with the yellow. I might have to add in some more of the orange because I want this to be kind of big. But I think this really does well for the color inspiration. So this has been a lot of fun. And it shouldn't take me too much longer to finish this. And I am loving it. So there we go. This is my Judy's Creations in Crochet, crochet along tulip bag using the Lynanne brand ice cream cotton blend. I have Judy linked below if you want to join in on that. Now, the last make-along that I have progress on is my Double Dog Dare knit blanket by Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. Laura has given me the courage to try knitting. This is the perfect beginner knitting project, but you guys, I had to frog it again. It was a mess. It looked so messy and so it was driving me crazy. So I frogged it back to right where the double moss stitch started, and this is as far as I've gotten. I think this is the front side. There we go. And I think I'm doing it right now. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not frogging it again. It's going to go the way it's going, whether I'm doing it right or not. I love this yarn. I'm using a Karen Anniversary Cake in Tropical Butterfly. I love it. It is soft and squishy. Laura inspired me to use the stitch markers. So as you can see, I have a stitch marker. Every 2 stitches, I have a stitch marker to help me figure out where my stitches are supposed to go. So I don't lose track of what I'm doing. And I'm using 10mm Knitter's Pride bamboo hooks on a 40-inch cord. I love the process of knitting. I love the way the stitches look. I just feel like I am running in place on this project. And I need to get past this section to start seeing some progress. So I'm going to spend the next couple of days kind of concentrating on this, between this, the bag that I'm working on, and my Super Secrets project that I'll show you on Wednesday. That's what I'm going to concentrate on for another couple of days, just to see how much progress I can make on this, because I really want to see this past this stage. It seems like I get to this far and then I have to frog it back. So I'm hoping that today or tomorrow I can get past this row 20, I think it's 27, and I get like bogged down. So, but this is, did I tell you this is the Knit Fall Cuddler by Mama in a Stitch, which is a free pattern on her blog. I have it linked below in my description notes. And anybody I've talked about, it will be linked down below in the description. So this is that blanket, and that's my make-alongs. What else should we talk about? Saturday morning, I got a text message from Lynette at Charmed Grammy, and she said, "Did you see Gary shouted you out?" I'm like, "No." Gary at Urban Yarns. Hi, Gary. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I was floored that he mentioned my channel. And if you don't know who Gary is, please check him out. He is another one of those who just inspire me. His color combinations, that he is working on this blanket right now. If you follow him on Instagram, you've probably seen it. He's making squares, but they look like pieces of a quilt. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. This blanket is going to be heirloom quality, magnificent. You have to check out Gary's channel. I have this yarn sitting here waiting for me to do his shawl that he put together, the pattern he put out for his shawl. I want to get on that. He's so inspirational. He lives in Canada, I think in Vancouver, or on Vancouver Island, maybe. I don't know, somewhere that direction. And he's so inspirational, and I just thank you, Gary, again, for thinking about my little channel. I really do appreciate it. So guys, that's all I have to say today. Wednesday, I'll be back with Whip Wednesday to show you some of the other things that I'm working on. I'm working on a Boki blanket and a couple of cardigans because it is National Crochet Month, and I do my hashtag crochet for me 2023. Find a project that inspires you, for you, by you, that you will be proud of. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could be anything at all. For me, it's a cardigan. So we'll talk Wednesday more about that, and then we'll see you again on Friday for just kind of a weekly wrap up. So until then, I hope you have a fabulous week and get some quality crafting time in. But above all, be kind to everyone.